Great morning, business owners and managers. Wes Walters here. So a few of you have sent me this clip. Unless you've been living under a rock, you're pretty much familiar with the Frontier Airlines debacle at the check-in. And a lot of you guys wanted to get my perspective on my view on it. So let's share it and let's give it a try.
So a confrontation between a passenger and Frontier Airlines employees at RDU is going viral. The video was posted on X, shows an employee mocking a traveler. WR's Monica Casey is live out at RDU right now with Frontier's response to all this. Monica.
Yeah, Jeff, that video was originally posted on a travel blog called The View from the Wing and then picked up by the New York Post. That man was trying to travel from RDU to Boston, flying Frontier. Here's what happened at the counter.
And you thought you were going to get on your flight. And you thought you were going to get on your flight. And you thought you were going to get on your flight. And you thought you were going to get on your flight.
I literally paid for a ticket. I'm here 30 minutes. I'm here 30 minutes.
Now, the video doesn't show what led up to the confrontation. According to the passenger, he arrived at the airport 50 minutes before his flight. Frontier's policy is that check-in must happen an hour ahead of time. You also have to pay to print your boarding pass at the airport per Frontier. Now, the customer told that travel blog he pushed back, but ultimately agreed to pay before that video was taken. He also said RDU police got involved. Broadcastify radio traffic shows what happened.
Simple. It's going to be Frontier ticket counter. White male, bald head, green shirt, causing a problem.
Units are clear code Q with a customer service issue. Subject has moved to JetBlue to book a ticket.
Now, that radio traffic is from last Friday, and RDU does confirm police were involved. No arrests or anything like that. About 15 minutes passed between that first dispatch call and the all clear. Now, Frontier tells WRAL the women in that video were employed by a third-party contractor, and they are no longer associated with the Frontier account. RDU has deferred to that airline for any further comment. Live at RDU, Monica Casey, WRAL News.
All right, there you have it. Let's get another perspective just to be safe. I'd like to get multiple perspectives, and it's not just
And you think, oh, you're going to check me in. I bet you we won't. Hey?
I paid for a ticket.
And you didn't pay $25 for agent assist fee, and you checked in 3 hours later. Hello.
I just.
Are you seeing this? Hello. She's literally taunting the customer. Oh my goodness.
Said that I just said that I would pay the $25.
She's like a child. She's like taunting the customer instead of de-escalating the what's happening. She's literally adding more gasoline to the fire. She's taunting him, and then she pulls out her phone because this is a joke to her, and she's taunting the customer.
Your flight, and you thought you were gonna get on your flight, and you thought you were gonna get on.
Like a child, like, I bet you won't get crunk. I bet you won't get crunk. I bet you won't get crunk. Like, this is a child in customer support.
Your flight, and you thought you were gonna get on your flight.
And her accomplice is laughing.
Literally paid for a ticket. I'm here 30 minutes.
Now, if you look, the elder, well, we're gonna play.
I'm here 30 minutes before my flight.
Let it run.
And they're not letting me check in.
And you're not getting on your flight.
She continues to annoy the customer and telling him, yeah, you're not getting on your flight.
Listen, we don't control that.
And you will never fly. You were about to let me check in. You were about to let me check in.
Oh,
and you decided that you ain't gonna let me check in.
Make me check you in. Make
You
me check
literally
in.
work for a
Make me
company that
check
I
you
bought
in.
a
Make
plane
me check
ticket
you in.
for. I'm here 30 minutes before the
Can you
flight.
please leave, sir?
No,
Can you please leave my personal space?
I'm not in your personal space.
You're in
This
my
is
face.
not
I
your
work
personal
here. This is my
space.
stationery.
This is not
I'm at
your
Frontier.
personal space. You work for a company.
And
This
you
is
get left
not
for
your
what?
personal space.
We ain't gotta worry about it. We ain't gotta worry about it.
You don't have to
We ain't
worry
getting
about
on
it. You're literally not
We
doing
ain't
your
gotta get on no
job
flight.
for a customer that has paid for a plane ticket to get home.
I told you to stop putting the camera on me, sir.
I'm literally here at Frontier. I bought a ticket and they are not letting me check in. For no reason whatsoever.
Well, you said you're never flying the airline again, so we might as well help you out and have you not fly the airline.
Whoa. I'm not sure if you guys heard that. So I guess this gentleman as well, he just brought himself into the conversation, and instead of adding value, instead of de-escalating the situation, instead of saying, hey, I'm going to be added to this conversation, let me help. His comments were,
I'm literally here at Frontier. I bought a ticket and they are not letting me check in. For no reason whatsoever.
Well, you said you're never flying the airline again, so we might as well help you out and have you not fly.
so because the customer was upset and he said, hey, I am never flying this airline again. This gentleman said, well, since you said that, we figured we would help you along your journey so that you can never fly the airline again starting today. Oh, there's so much to unpack here. There is so much to unpack here. All right. So I took some notes, and hopefully this will be used as a teaching opportunity, and we can make the best of it. All right. So first of all, I did some research, and Frontier, like most airlines, have a 1 hour cutoff. So if you get to the airport within that 1 hour, less than that 1 hour, they normally don't, especially in an airport like Atlanta. Atlanta airport is massive. So if you're not there with more than an hour to spare, you're not going to catch the flight. You're just not. If you're at the Delta, if you're flying Delta, because Delta has the entire South terminal for themselves, you might be lucky. But if you're in another airline, you're not going to make it. An hour is just not enough, because going through TSA, that's 35 minutes. You're just not going to make it. So they have a cutoff. So in this case, Frontier has a cutoff at 60 minutes. And if you get there under an hour, then you have to pay $25. According to Frontier, you got to pay $25 for the check-in or for your boarding pass. So I'm not certain if the $25 is a penalty for not for being there less than an hour, or it's simply $25 to print your boarding pass at the airport. Either one of the two. I'm not that familiar. My research did not discover the difference. However, the gentleman said, again, I'll never fly this airline again. And the associate in the green shirt said, I mean, he's just as bad, because he had an opportunity to offer an olive branch. He had an opportunity to extinguish what's going on. Obviously, he's seen that the younger employees have lost it. Here's an opportunity to come in and save this, because it could still be saved. This could still be saved. At this junction, it could still be saved. So, and actually, if he had only realized the power he had, it's almost like good cop, bad cop. Those two women were the bad cops. He could have came in and be like, hey, sir, what's the problem? Oh, that's not a representation of our company. They are subcontractors. They are temps. I have an official green shirt on. Let me assist you. Your bag has been checked. I'm going to get someone to get you on the flight. All right. So he could have still saved the transaction, but instead he added more gasoline to the fuel. He's like, well, you said you didn't want to fly with us anymore, and for that, we're upset. Now, if you go back and you realize, I want you to look at this. Look at this. Look at this. If you look at the elder lady is trying to calm her down. If you look.
And you think, oh, you're gonna check me in? I bet you we won't. Okay.
I paid for a ticket.
And you
Yeah,
didn't
I
pay
paid
$25
for a
for
ticket.
agent assist fee, and you checked in 3 hours later. Hello.
I just said that I
gonna get on your flight.
Yeah, I
And
just
you thought
said
you
that
was gonna
I
get on your
would
flight.
pay the
And you thought you was gonna
$25.
get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight. And you thought you was gonna get on your flight.
I literally paid for a ticket. I'm
See, the elder is trying to calm her down.
here 30 minutes.
The elder is saying, young lady, please calm down. This is a customer. Young lady, this customer is paying your wages. Young lady, the elder is trying to calm her down. However, the elder knows that there is no saving that generation of employee. That's what I see in this clip.
I'm here 30 minutes.
This elder knows that there is nothing I can do to that who's going to check me boo employee. This elder knows. And I'm telling you this is what I know. The fact that these two were able to do this so confidently, it lets me know that they have done this before. Yeah, they've done this before. And the elder knows that their personality, their disposition, their attitude, and the elder is just trying to save grace and not be bunched in with them, because at this point right now, based on proximity, the elder's like, oh my God, I'm behind the counter with them. People are going to think I'm like this as well. And rightfully so. So the elder is trying to be like, hey, calm down. It's not lost yet. We can still save this. However, this young lady is not having it.
Before my flight, and they're not letting me check in.
And you're not getting on your
And continues to taunt the customer. You're not getting on your flight.
flight.
It's a policy. We don't control that.
And you will never fly
You were
on
about to
Frontier
let me
Airlines
check
again.
in. You were about to let me check in,
Oh,
and you
make-
decided that you ain't gonna
make
let me check in.
you
Make me the hand gestures. Make me check you
Make
in.
me check you in. Make
You
me check
literally
in.
work for a
Make me
company
check
that I
you in.
bought a
Make
plane
me check
ticket
you in.
for. I'm here 30 minutes before the
Can you
flight.
please leave, sir?
No,
Can you please leave my personal space?
I'm not.
Then she says, she's working in customer service, and the customer's at the counter, and she says, you're in my personal space.
Not in your personal space.
You're in
This
my
is
face.
not
I
your
work here.
personal
This is
space.
my stationery.
This is not
I'm at
your
Frontier.
personal space. You work for a company.
And
This
you
is
get left
not
for
your
work.
personal space.
Again, the elder is trying to calm her down, like, lady, please, you're making it worse. Please.
We ain't gotta worry about it.
And her friend, her sidekick says, we ain't even got to worry about it. Customer service, we're not serving any customers. We're here just for our 8 hours to get paid and then go home. We don't serve customers. What are you talking about? You think we're going to serve customers? Get out of here.
We ain't gotta worry about it.
You don't have to
We ain't
worry
getting on
about
the
it. You're
flight.
literally not
We
doing
ain't
your
gotta get on the
job
flight.
for a customer that has paid for a plane ticket to get home.
Then she jumps the counter. She exits. I guess the elder finally told her, like, listen, if I were you, I would leave. At this point, the elder probably got into her like, girl, you're about to lose your job. If I was you, I would leave.
I'm literally here at Frontier. I bought a ticket and they are not letting me check in.
And this is the icing on the cake right here.
For no reason whatsoever.
Well, you said you're never flying the airline again, so we might as well help you out and have you not fly the airline.
I've already.
All right, I've seen enough. You said that you didn't. We're going to fly the airline again. So we figured we'd help you out. All right, so let's unpack this. All right, so the first thing I got was a lot of you have been messaging me, hey, Wes, how do you deal with a situation like this? Is the customer always right? Wrong. The customer is not always right. However, so let me say that, get to a period, not a comma, and then we address what comes after that. The customer is not always right. Period. Let that sink in. The customer is not always right. However, if the customer is wrong, it is your job to let the customer be wrong with some dignity. Like, this is really, I think this is really simple. I think this is really simple, but I'm obviously wrong. The customer is not always right. However, if the customer is wrong, you let the customer be wrong with dignity. You don't taunt the customer, you're not getting on your flight, make me put you on, gestures. Tell the customer, hey, you're in my personal space. That is not what you do. This employee, instead of what she should have done, was de-escalated the situation. What this employee should have not done is taunt the customer. What this employee should have not done is started to record the customer. If the customer is recording you, fine. You don't pull out your phone as well to record the customer, and I'm sure that's covered in training. So those are the three things that the employee definitely did wrong. Was the customer late? Yes, he was. The customer in this case was late. He was past under the 60-minute window came, and he was not at the airport. I get it. However, this employee could have still assist this customer with making his flight. She didn't have to be obnoxious. She didn't have to be disrespectful. She was clearly disrespectful. And again, the older senior employee was trying to calm her down and couldn't. So that lets me know this is a culture thing. This is part of the Frontier culture. Now, Frontier, if you're watching this, jump in and say, no, Mr. Walters, that's not how we do things. And we'll address that then. But the fact that this elder couldn't control this younger employee lets me know that's the culture. And then the guy in the green shirt solidifies the culture. He's like, yeah, we don't serve customers. Yeah, we're in customer service, but we could care less about customers. And because you said you no longer wanted to use us, we figured we will start that today. So according to Frontier, Frontier said that the associates were third-party contractors. Now, what Frontier fails to realize is that, yes, although they were third-party contractors, yes, they were contractors, they were temps. However, it's still a reflection of Frontier. In the next video, I'm about to show you how Frontier misjudged and how they failed to realize that, yes, their contractors represent their brand. Click the link for the next video.